Now, what your novel explores is a Jewish heritage in a lot of ways that is something that somewhat disappeared, and a great many people today are trying to recover, which is that Jewish life in Arab countries before the war. And what did you find when you went on that exploration?
A thriving Jewish community that was living there at the time. They were involved in practically every area of society. They were lawyers, doctors, businessmen. They own the best and most department stores. They were movie stars, they were politicians. In fact, the chief rabbi of Cairo had been a member of the Senate, and they also helped draft the Egyptian constitution. They were also athletes. In fact, they won for Egypt in the 1936 Olympics 2 gold medals. So,
What you've done with this history is you've packed it into a novel that's kind of a thriller story of World War II exploits, similar to a lot of narratives that we've seen, but with a number of twists because of all this interesting stuff that you found. So tell us about how you package that together.
I did found amazing characters, and that's why I actually held on to working on this for all of this time. They were, of course, fictional characters, but within my fictional characters, there is an American journalist who goes to Cairo, and he wants to tell the American people about the war in Egypt that's barely covered at the time. But I wanted to put these characters into this real world that I discovered, where there was a real German spy living in Cairo at the time, living on a houseboat, and he had as a collaborator Madame Hekmet, a belly dancer. I mean, you could not invent a better story.
What I wonder is, for you as approaching this as a novelist and approaching this as someone searching for a cultural history and a personal history, how does that change how you reflect upon things today?
As I was writing the book, I learned so much about how well the Jews were doing in Egypt, and how respected and tolerated and loved even, that I was just, the idealistic me was just hoping that if even a little bit, it will open up people's mind that anti-Semitism is not that deeply rooted, at least in Egypt, and that peace again and understanding again can happen.